Student meteorologist Dean D. Davison, liveweatherbox.com, overnight edition host with your tropical update for 2 a.m. You can see that tropical storm Bonnie has not regained tropical storm status. It's still a tropical depression. Current location is 26.7 north, 84.4 west. Maximum sustained winds are 35 miles an hour. Movement is west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. It's still a depression. It'll probably will remain a depression possibly through the 11 a.m. tomorrow, but it's supposed to re-strengthen into a tropical storm before making a landfall somewhere in the New Orleans area is what it's looking like now. Anywhere from Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana are the highest areas for probability of landfall, and I would say that probably the best area for landfall is going to be near the city of New Orleans tomorrow, sometime about maybe about midnight or through this time tomorrow evening. We need to really keep an eye on it. This is also available through the National Hurricane Center. You can see this is a map of where this is expected to make landfall as of current forecast track. There's the city of New Orleans right there. So this would put it to the east of New Orleans, which would be good for a couple reasons, but it still looks like it would be available to get the fetch coming in to the Lake Pontchartrain and all, which is also bad because of the oil that's along the coastline. That's just going to cause more problems than good here with the oil disaster. The one thing you can see here with the latest information is that you see the upper level low is moving away. But here's an interesting thing. Look at this. This is actually the center of circulation right now. The low pressure center is right about there. So there's actually some more convection actually coming up and around the storm now, which is a good sign. Earlier it looked like we would have a very hard time reforming, and right now you're seeing that there is convection actually developing around the center of circulation, even though it is on the western side. And as you see, we have our computer model data here. Like I said, there's the current position, and you can see the computer models do put it somewhere in Louisiana tomorrow. All the computer models do show inside Louisiana area. And this darkening area I'm putting in here is where the oil is. There's the problem. The biggest problem is going to be the oil. What's going to happen, where it's going to go. And here's a moving radar given by the Weather Underground company. You can see the low pressure moves out. Look at the end of that. The end of this, you're going to see this, just going to flare up right at the end. Boom. You had a flare up of thunderstorms around the center of circulation, which is going to provide the opportunity for strengthening. Rapid strengthening, we don't think so at this time, but you're going to most likely have this enough strengthening to get it into a moderately strong tropical storm before making its landfall. And this is moving west-northwest at 17 miles an hour, so it is moving at a pretty good clip at this time. Also, being 2 o'clock, there's a new forecast put out by the Storm Prediction Center around 2 a.m. showing where the probability of severe weather is the next day. You can see outlined here St. Louis, Missouri, Chicago, Illinois again, Indianapolis, Indiana, Cleveland, and Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Albany, Buffalo, Burlington, Vermont, Boston, Massachusetts, New York City, where they got a tornado warning coming through there. Philadelphia's around like risk of it. I wouldn't be surprised Philadelphia, not even Atlantic City, gets into the action tomorrow. Near Baltimore. These are all areas that are close that are have probability. This is of severe weather that is more concentrated. Like we all know that the ones that are less concentrated and more pulse can happen anywhere in the area. Tornado outlook. The majority of tornadoes probable tomorrow. The state colleges in it, but the best area would be Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, up here, Detroit, Michigan. This whole area here is in the area that's going to be the best probable area that activity, and the reason is, once again, that jet stream is coming down the line, and these disturbances on it. The disturbances get on that jet stream and that front, they kick in the possibility of some rotation. Low level jet kicking in, high level district where you get the most rotation in your storms. And the only way we're going to get a heat breaker here in the northeast, once again, that these storms go further south here, which is good for some reasons and good, not good for others. High probability severe weather will actually be relevant. Richmond, DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Atlantic City, Wilmington, Delaware, Dover, Delaware, Charleston, West Virginia, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky. They're going to be your area on Sunday for the most probable area of severe weather. Damaging winds are the biggest threat, but there's also a threat from isolated tornadoes, supercells that may form. This area out here is going to be your remnant area from tropical disturbance, tropical storm, Bonnie. It'll move up to the area and give its moisture content over to the east and also in the Midwest. Still looking very sweltering, but you're going to see in here how we get 97 degrees tomorrow, 97 on Sunday, chance of thunderstorms. Sunday into Monday is going to be your best threat for showers and thunderstorms. And cooling down 87 on Tuesday, and beyond there, we're looking at 85 degrees for Wednesday. So this is the latest information